Everybody playing around. People, people, everybody, people, everybody
All right.
hearing the sound. People, people, everybody, people, everybody playing around. People, people. Okay, shut up. Everybody, people, Carl Jr. ain't fucking around. Carl Jr., Carl Jr. Everybody wants to be Carl Jr. Cause he don't fuck around. He gets shit done. This motherfucking camera. He doesn't give a shit. It's a real song.
He's right here, King.
He's out here.
He's out here. Who are we looking for?
You.
Yeah, you. He's hiding right
Pulling up
there.
Twitch.
Carl Jr.
So you
Carl
got no sets, you got no music.
Holy fuck. You want me to sing?
We probably
No.
would be able to do intro music, but yeah.
All right, I'm not going to set the timer because I don't know when it'll go, but we are all live.
Hey.
It's
Okay.
8:55.
Yeah.
All right.
I had to reset
Dun, dun,
the
dun, dun, dun,
stream, but we are golden now.
Fucking Mark
mac and
Zuckerberg.
cheese.
You did it again. Mark
Chicken.
fucker Upperberg.
Did you just
Mark
say mac
fucker
and
Upperberg.
cheese?
Homemade mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese sounds amazing.
All right.
With
just get the
Ritz
mac.
crackers on top.
We are ready when you are ready, Cliff.
All right. Well,
Another 5? Let's give it another
yeah.
5.
I mean, we'll give it
at
5.
least.
We'll give it
I
to
did a whole
9.
bunch of invite, so
So you're gonna do it in 5 minutes? Be on?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send the invites until you're just about ready.
It's literally 4 minutes.
I would
I'm not gonna
invite
set
people, but everybody that
People
I'm
have
friends
very
with are here.
short attention spans,
Uh-huh.
and I mean, for the love of God, I'm not leaving. But
So Bunny is avoiding now.
I plead the fifth.
oh,
I
wait,
invited
what happened?
Because
everybody
we're live
my
on
list.
Twitch. But if we want to go backstage and talk about it,
Carl Jr., what's up?
Coco, Carl.
Just fucking perving up there.
I mean, you just couldn't wait
Swerving and perving.
getting Crow post about Crow getting molested, could you? Or Carl being molested.
Is it up already?
Yeah. Well, she owns it. I mean, it's like she probably got a notification. Hey, do you want to post the picture that you wanted to post of?
Oh, it doesn't
That
even
sounds-
ask.
You should ask Carl if that's okay first.
You should go
fucking
check
list
out what
keeps
he's looking at here.
Where?
This list keeps
Carl.
on shuffling around whenever.
Go check
I'm-
out his camera. Go see what he's looking at.
Wait, what? I can see in his camera?
I
Yeah.
will say that even though the angle from the floor is cool looking, I like the angle from the top because you can see some people. I like
What
the
in
angle
the
from up there.
sweet.
Oh, some people in the
Christmas.
audience.
Yeah, because when he's here, all you see is this.
Is that
It's
a
a
song?
good angle.
I mean, it's a great
They're
angle
both
here.
good.
Yeah, I wish
How did they have
there
a
was.
phone?
Is that X's booty?
Yes.
It's X's booty. Or straight booty.
That's
You got some-
freaking awesome!
What the
Yay!
H?
2 minutes,
Oh
Crow.
no, I've got
Two
macaroni
minutes.
in my
2
Yeah, I
minutes.
sent my invites out.
Betsy.
Let's see. Do I have anybody?
The whole,
that's
like,
not here?
So,
5
Emmy, I was checking out the
invites.
poster for you have in the hallway. I kind of like
Celebrate
that
the
whole.
booty. Yay!
And I've never
Don't
seen.
have much of a
I forget the
booty.
name of the
movie
game.
Guy. I haven't seen him in
Breakout.
like 6 months.
I hadn't seen him like
I don't know what the fuck that
I
is.
haven't seen him since we came in here together.
Yes. Reminds me
Yeah.
of
Invite
Breakout.
to World. I don't know who that person
Breakout
is.
If I stand right here, I kind of feel like
I mean, I had
a
seen him a
VIP.
couple other
You remember the
times,
game
and
where you had
then
the paddle at the bottom
like
on
a
the
partial
ball?
VIP if I stand right
apparently,
here.
As
oh,
you-
hold on.
Oh,
Right
That's
here.
what it looks like. Break. That's what I thought you were going for.
Yeah.
Jump.
Yeah, break.
Yeah,
If
you're
I
right.
pretend.
I could
Now,
go.
was this like an interactive sign? I thought I seen somebody. playing with it.
No, I should though. That'd be cool.
No, you want
It's
to do this
on
one
my
here.
bucket list.
To be a VIP.
I'm just gonna invite movie guy.
Some of
even
these
though
days,
he's
I'm gonna like
not
just make
online.
it.
Just
You know what I mean?
all of a sudden be a VIP.
I want to just be. I want to be somebody.
You are somebody, B.
Someday I want to be somebody. Okay,
You are.
but I mean somebody who like when I'm walking down the street, they fucking dive out of the way. But like
Well,
clapping and diving out of the way, clapping at me. Like applauding and
oh,
laughing
applauding.
and
Okay.
laughing, but diving out of the way.
But dive.
You know what I
Why
mean?
would they be diving out of the way?
It's like a respect thing, like here he comes. Don't get in his way, Nobody wants
Yeah,
to
but you-
accidentally get in my way.
It's gonna be very.
Someday I'll be there.
You'll just
You know
be
what I mean?
walking down the street, and like the people will just part and let you
Yeah.
pass,
Right.
Yes,
But laughing though,
laughing
with me and
with
applauding.
you. See, the
Sometimes
problem
crying.
is when I'm laughing and other people are laughing, they're not usually laughing with me.
Oh.
No,
Well, that's rude.
I
With
know.
capital D.
I know.
Fucking fuck.
I just froze my teeth.
Very, very hard to
It's
find.
Binge.
But
Unfortunately,
you can't find
Meta
it.
did a major update.
But it's
so we
called Rock
can't
and
put the
Roll High
stage
School
together.
Forever.
So we're
'cause
just
it
gonna-
can't
So,
find
what do you have to be in order to be somebody who, like, just
Somebody.
keep on-
I don't even care who it is. I just want to be somebody. I don't even care who it ends up being eventually. Just somebody. That's it. That's the only real
That's
important
it.
part.
And they have to be laughing.
Just somebody. I just want somebody someday to be somebody.
King, you ready?
I think you
know what I
already
mean?
are somebody.
Whatever it
Go
is,
ahead and get
whatever
started.
it
Everybody
is,
gets here, everybody just
whatever it ends
go
up
with
being.
I never wanted to be anybody.
You're
And I have
Jesus
achieved
is
my
coming?
goal.
Jesus on you, but we call him Jesus.
lying.
Stars shining bright above.
Why
All right,
am
Emmy, can you sing the music
sliding?
for us?
Sweet words seem to whisper out, I love you.
All
Just
right,
ask
live
Evil
from the Unknown Theater and Horizon Worlds, tonight is Binge Nation with your host, Cliff Powers.
And your co-host, King Nothing.
Where's your crown, King? Nothing.
Don't touch nothing, Joker.
I don't
You'll
know.
break
no.
it.
Oh,
Meta
don't
broke
touch
everything.
nothing.
Touch nothing.
I just opened the curtains. That's all I did.
So
Touch
We're not sure if that would
nothing
work.
I'm not sure if I should do a joke or just go with this.
I've never
This is
been
different.
upstage with- Yeah.
It's invisible night.
Do you feel very exposed?
I'm
Yes.
just glad I
So
wore pants tonight.
everyone use your imagination and imagine Binge Nation right there.
Where is everything?
It's with
Broken.
Big Rock.
Horizon.
Hanging
So-
out, Charlie.
Meta broke everything.
Oh
So,
no!
yeah, we can't
Jesus,
bring
we
that
need
up.
to
Meta does break everything. All of Emmy's hard work.
All
Oh,
of
But
it's
as they
hard work.
say in the movie biz,
Well,
the
it's
show
a meta
must
update,
go on.
So yeah,
The
of course.
show
Mhm.
must
Yeah.
go on.
I
So
know they broke all Emmy's hard work. It's funny.
we're going to start off. We've got a few ground rules, so make sure that you give everyone respect. So if they're talking, you let them say what they want to say, and then we'll move on. We will throw it to the crowd when we're ready for interaction for the crowd, but we'll start off with King and myself. This is Binge Nation. We stream on Twitch and YouTube every other Tuesday night at 9 p.m. And like we've already addressed, is normally we have a set, but the set's broken right now. But it's okay.
Beautiful wooden set. Has nice.
It could be worse. It could be like Facebook went down for like an hour today. Or something, I mean,
They're
hey.
just piling it on.
Did it
What did my
really?
mother do?
Did anybody go on Twitter just to see if Facebook was down? I know I did.
No, I went on X.
Well, I'm a boomer. It'll always be Twitter to me because how can I X somebody a message? Like I have to tweet them a message.
You should never text your ex.
Never,
Yeah,
that's right.
exactly.
Especially if you've been drinking.
You
All
should never
right,
text
so-
through your ex either.
This week we are celebrating Corey Feldman. This is Corey Feldman week, and which I know King was super excited about it because
Lost Boys.
he gets to do one of his favorite movies is Lost Boys. And so, you know what, King? Your favorite movie, your time to go with it. We're going to start off with Lost
Oh my
Boys.
goodness.
Mhm.
I don't even know where to start. I love the movie. It was the first time I ever got to see Kiefer Sutherland. Learned today. I did a perusing about the movie. Obviously, I didn't know he was 17 in that movie.
Yep. I didn't realize he was 17. I knew he was young, but not 17.
He don't look no 17 in there. And then I didn't realize that Ted from Bill and Ted is one of the vampires, plays Marco in there. It was just a movie I grew up with. I mean, obviously, I'm a little older than. No, I think we're all about the same age, except for Emmy over here. I watched it when I was a kid. It was my first introduction to vampires. Everything except for the very flamboyantly muscled pink pants saxophone guy.
I still
loved everything about
believe.
it. First time hearing the Doors, even though it wasn't actually Jim singing, and hearing "Cry Little Sister," just everything about that movie was great, except for the saxophone guy.
Well, the saxophone guy is an iconic part of the movie.
He's
I will
actually
say that.
a famous musician, I found out.
Yep. His name, give me a second. Not that I'm looking at my computer. I actually had his name pulled up because it's funny you brought him up because I knew Tim Capello is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he is a famous musician and he still plays the saxophone. And I don't think he's as ripped. He probably has those man breasts like most older guys get eventually that use steroids at a young age and moves.
He actually gained a lot of weight. He was in
Did
part
he?
3. Yeah,
Wow.
Lost Boys the Tribe. They have him on the beach.
I tried to
he got
watch
really
that
heavy.
movie, and it just I got about 10 minutes into it, and I was like, we're gonna go watch a YouTube video.
I watched 1 and 2. I never watched 3. And
Yeah, you don't want to.
Well, I did hear that they eventually wanted to write. They were supposed to be like right after was supposed to be Lost Girls.
Lost Girls.
I'd watch
Lost
that.
Girls. So, from my understanding
What do
from
they
the
suck
research,
at?
obviously you heard about it. The Lost Boys was actually all based around flipping the script of Peter Pan.
Mhm.
So all the vampires were the Lost Boys. I think Grandpa was meant to be Hook, so the good guy. Wendy, no, the dog was supposed to be Tinkerbell, and all the characters had mixed roles, swapped roles of good and evil.
So somebody was on a lot of acid during this time.
It was
They-
the 80s. I mean,
It
it
was
went
the
from
80s.
you know, I mean, Win, tell us all about the drugs of
Yes.
the 80s.
Cocaine.
Oh, there was a lot of cocaine.
Cocaine. I was gonna say
A
cocaine.
lot of
Cocaine's a
cocaine
hell of
in
a
the
drug.
80s. But I mean, we did other stuff too. I mean, we smoked a lot of weed and
Well, apparently
mostly cocaine.
Corey was supposed to be. He almost got kicked out of the movie because he was high.
Wow.
He came on and he was completely wasted,
my God.
forgot his lines, and the director was like, "Get the hell out of here! We don't want you in this movie." He made a promise to come back clear-headed every day, have all his lines, and he did exactly that.
Yeah, I know we considered this a Corey Feldman movie. In all honesty, it's a
I'm sorry, it
Corey
was
Haim.
Feldman. Not was it? Maybe Corey. I don't know. I get him mixed up.
Both Corey's
So-
were in it.
Corey Haim is
He died of drug
The
overdose.
blonde
yeah,
hair.
The
the
little
blonde
brother.
haired the little brother that he played Sam.
Mhm.
Sam, his name skipped me for some reason. It's the pressure of not having a backdrop and everyone staring at you.
We're visualizing it.
He played Sam, and so he technically was one of the main characters. You know, obviously the Michael and David
Michael.
and Sam and Star. Well, she was the main character.
I had
because
such a
she was
crush on
absolutely
Star.
gorgeous. Exactly.
You're on mute.
Sorry, I had to cough. Didn't want to cough in you guys' ears. But Sam was one of the main characters, where Corey Feldman's character, one of the Frog Brothers, was kind of a side character. So Haim was the front of the whole movie. You know, he was involved in the whole movie. Of course, his brother Michael was obviously another character, and but I was a big fan of just about everyone in that movie except for Star. Excuse me, once again.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know what it is. I started coughing. I didn't know who she was and before the movie.
Is she still an unknown?
I don't know
'Cause
if
I don't
anything else she
recognize
ever
her from
played in.
anything. No.
And I could have IMDb'd her before this, but I didn't want to take anybody else's thunder. You know, you're the Lost Boys guy, so I thought maybe.
I mean, it was just an iconic movie from a childhood, not being too horror, but a horror enough. Introduction to vampires. I can't, that was. I had that as a vampire, then got into like Anne Rice vampires. Then they came out with the sparkly vampires, and that's when I was like, no, we're done with that.
Right, because even Interview with a Vampire was a great movie, and
Book is better.
Oh,
the book is better.
Yeah, way better. I read all the Anne Rice's.
That's what I heard. And I heard Lestat was supposed to be like really tall. And of course, he's played by Tom Cruise. In the
Younger
movie,
too,
which is
way younger.
really short.
way younger.
But what is your favorite scene from Lost Boys? Not the saxophone guy. We've got that down.
For me, it's always been that iconic when Kiefer turns into, like, you actually see him as a vampire for the first time with that black background, and he just turns his head and he's like, Michael, and then they go and do their first kill. I just, that scene right there is so iconic to me as being like frightening but so freaking cool as a teenager.
I to this day cannot eat lo mein without going, you're eating worms, Michael. You're eating worms. Yeah. So what did you guys think of Lost Boys?
Loved it.
I have some stuff for you. So you were
Okay,
talking about. So
Evil.
I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're
So you
perfect.
guys-
Thank you
You
very
guys
much.
wanted
for
to
that.
know what else that her name is Jenny, the girl from Star played in. What else she played in? She was the fiance to the guy in Twister.
Fiance to
So
who? You
remember
broke out
his-
on us.
Remember the guy that was divorcing Helen Hunt's character, and they go Bill Paxton's
Paxton?
character.
Oh,
Bill
Yeah.
Paxton's character. She was his new fiance.
That is her.
That
God,
is her. She
she's
also
tiny
played a
compared to
couple.
what-
Jamie Gertz.
Yeah. Her name is Jimmy
Isn't it?
Gertz, and she also played in Square Pegs. She was big in Square Pegs. If you ever watched that TV show, she was in Seinfeld, a couple episodes of Seinfeld. She ultimately married a billionaire, so that's how so that's why she stopped doing movies. But yeah, Twister was the last thing she was really in.
That was a good movie
That
too.
was-
Wait,
Yeah.
Twister, like,
The movie
the
Twister
90s?
with Helen
Yeah.
Hunt. The
She was
movie-
Bill
the
Paxton.
fiance.
She was Bill Paxton's fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit. I didn't even
Yeah.
recognize
So-
her. I just literally watched
Yep.
Twister the other day with my wife for the first time.
Yeah, she
Well,
has short
her
hair in
first
that,
time,
so she doesn't look like
Wow.
she's a
they're
lot
redoing.
older. So.
They're
That's
actually
why,
redoing
well,
Twister.
That's what started it. We watched the preview, and I was like, they fucked everything up about this movie.
Oh, my daughter.
Just like the preview.
Okay.
And
Just
so I
wanna
had to tell
say-
my wife.
Just want to say, Evil. Thank you for that because
You're welcome.
yeah, I mean, thank you for the knowledge.
I love that movie too. So I was like I told you outside, I was a huge Corey Feldman
Wow,
fan.
what
so
a difference in
I
looks
was
from
big into those movies.
from the
I
80s
never
up
liked-
until the
I
90s.
never
That
liked
is
the
wow.
movie. I never liked the movie Lost Boys.
really.
I don't know. I just never liked it. And actually it gave me such a dislike for Kiefer Sutherland.
But I mean,
That
their
for
eyes
you-
change colors. I mean, there's actually a reason why.
Okay, you know what? Fuck you. You're never ever gonna let that go. It was
I love you.
Just... You're never gonna let it go.
No,
But-
no,
No,
but-
I just I don't know. There was I think it scared the shit out of me when I was and I was just like, fuck that. No. No, I just didn't like it. I think Kiefer Sutherland was so fucking creepy
It's
in that
fantastic.
movie
Oh.
that
I
it
think
just
it's great.
scared me. I mean, I was a kid and it scared me.
I liked Henry. Henry. Edward Herman. I don't know why I said Henry. Max, the main
head
vampire, the
Yeah.
head vampire. I love that they had this whole diagram of tricks to find out if he was a vampire, and he
Right.
knew, like, he was playing chess while they were still playing checkers. Like he was like he let the
Silly boy. When you let them in, you mute all your power.
right, and then he let the
Fantastic.
holy water out and then drank it, and of course garlic. You find out that garlic doesn't have effect on it. Yeah, that's just a lot of garlic, and but that whole movie is just filled with iconic scenes for me. It was like when they're in the cave and they're drinking the wine, his blood. He's like, yeah, right, it's his blood. And he drinks it anyway. Like I've seen artwork of Kiefer Sutherland sitting on Sutherland sitting on the throne with that bottle, and it just beautiful artwork.
Well, I was thinking about that when I watched it because I literally just watched it yesterday to make sure I got rehashed on it from all them years. And I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the cinematography that they wouldn't do nowadays. They like when they're flying out of the cave, all they have them is scream that they're going to go back to the house to kill Michael, and then it cuts away, and it's just you're imagining them flying out of the cave. You don't see them, just the cave, out of the cave,
The
flying
camera
over
zooming
the
in
sea.
and out.
There's no CGI. There's no even practical effects. All it is the movement and hearing the flutter of the clothes, if you will.
Right.
And it made me, miss those types of. Just enjoy the movie and the sound effects and the imagination that you can have within a movie, and not force feeding the effects and CGI and stuff of that nature.
Well, it was like the when they did the killing scene of the gang where they murdered those guys. You didn't see anything until they were right on top of them.
Right.
And then, like, you saw the one guy bite the one's head and peel it off. That was a little gross. But you had to do a little something, One, it was the 80s. And two, it was a vampire movie. But that was what I think of when I think of vampire movies. But my favorite saying is when Michael is he's got David and or vice versa, and he goes, "My blood is in your veins." And Michael goes,
"So is mine."
"So is mine." Yeah. I've said that so many times in my life, and that's what sticks with me about movies is if I repeat them, even if I haven't watched them for years, and just something pops in my head, it might be a memory or something. Then that's what sticks with me.
It's the same. I can't go anywhere without. If somebody says the name Michael, I first think of that movie because they say it all the time in that movie.
Knight Rider.
Yeah.
Michael Knight.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I'm a Kit fan.
There you go.
So,
To mention the traveling scene when they're flying and stuff, another movie that did that same type of filmography, Evil Dead.
Yeah, exactly. They
didn't show the creature or nothing. They just show him moving the camera moving around.
And it's you don't get to have nowadays. There's not an imagination with movies. They're going to show you what they think it's going to be like, and this is what they want it to be like, or you to
I didn't
see.
get a ticket.
Versus having a little bit of suspense with what is actually going to be seen.
Right. You're absolutely right. Think about Jaws, which we know that Jaws was done because basically they were having mechanical issues with Bruce. But that's what made Jaws so suspenseful is you never saw Jaws until the end, basically. But so did anybody else have anything for Lost Boys? Also, welcome in anybody that wants to come in.
Did you unwrap it there, Crow?
No, not yet. I'm working on it. I bought it last year on your recommendation, but yeah. Yep, it's still in the wrapper.
Yep. He bought it, how long ago?
Last year on Blu-ray.
Last year.
So I got the Blu-ray version. Yeah.
Now you can just watch it on Amazon Prime.
How many movies have you bought over the years and not watched?
Oh God.
Oh God.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I got like a list right here.
Counting
like there's all stacked. Okay, there's Lost Boys right at the top. Old School.
You don't have to really count them.
Yeah, like
It's got Will Ferrell in it. You don't have to count it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, the movie. I enjoyed Kiefer so much in the movie. I started watching anything I could find by him. So when what was the one with the dead where they pretended to die or not pretended to die? They purposely
Flatliners.
died. Flatliners.
Mm-hmm.
I recognized
Good
him
movie.
instantly in the phone booth that he was the guy on the other line because his voice is so iconic. Yeah. Very few things I've seen him in that I don't like him. Even 24, even though I only did like the first season, because I think he's such a great actor. And I don't think any of the other people in that movie, sorry, even Corey Feldman, never rose to that fame that he was able to.
Oh, yeah. So he also, you're talking about early years, Kiefer, he was also in Stand By Me.
Yes, which he was with Corey Feldman.
Yep.
He sure was. Yep. Great. I mean,
Ace.
Yeah. You think about it, it tells you how old I am because I still, when I think of Kiefer Sutherland, that's who I think of. But when I watch him in movies now, he still looks great. And I mean, I wouldn't, go out on a date with him or anything.
I'm waiting to see how long it takes for him to turn into his dad, like the Martin Sheen.
Hold on. Donald Sutherland is an icon, though. He's a good fucking actor. I love Donald Sutherland.
I'm not saying nothing.
Okay.
He was good.
Go away.
His dad
And the
was
mom,
good.
Jesus,
Diane
man.
Weist, I think is how you say her
Yeah,
last
she
name.
was in it quite a few.
She was in a
Weist,
lot.
yeah.
She
Ça
was
va
in
tout en anglais.
I Am Sam as the neighbor.
Yeah.
That
That's right.
kind of took out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
She's one of those people, one of those actresses or
Il y a pas
actors
beaucoup de
that
monde.
shows up in a movie, and I want
I
to
know
watch
her
it just so
from
I can
something.
watch it. Yeah. So I'll say, I know her, and then I'll watch it.
Salut.
And sometimes it works out, sometimes
Bonjour.
it don't. She was in was it Parenthood
Est-ce que tu
with
parles
Steve
français?
Martin?
Yeah. Okay.
Little bit.
So,
Okay.
the main Vampires Rise
Parce
to
qu'on
Fame
m'a dit qu'il y
actor
avait
who
des
did that
Québécois qui venaient
was one of
ici
the
le
most
soir.
iconic shows of the 90s.
Okay.
He was
Quebec
the
tonight.
grandfather in the
Mais
Gilmore
j'en vois
Girls
pas.
for like
Nobody Québécois.
played.
Oh, I
Oh,
never
no.
Played the
personally
grandpa.
watched it, but
No?
my wife did.
I'm,
and I was like,
And
oh,
I'm,
I'm
it's
not
one of those I
far.
have on repeat. It's one of
Ontario.
those you put on Netflix and
Ontario?
like
Okay.
Friends. The
Yeah.
iconic hardcore fans will watch it on repeat.
Either
It's like a
party
cult
Hello?
following, and he played
they're
the
having
grandfather was in it
Nobody
up
speak
until he
French?
died. So
No.
No.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I used to-
anybody else have
I used
anything
to
for
work
Lost
in
Boys
Montreal.
before we move on?
My favorite
No, I'm
scene
here
was
for
a
Dream
little
Little
bit
Dream.
before yours, Cliff.
Okay.
In the cabin when they're about to fight it out, he's
Trois
stalking
Rivières.
Michael. Where he
Maybe
says,
wrong
I made
place.
you immortal. And he says, you made me a
Oh,
killer.
yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Yes, exactly.
Parce qu'ils ont l'air à se faire
Yeah,
du
and
fun.
he's sitting
That was a really good one.
basically in the rafters, like
Yeah.
perched.
Moi, je vais
And-
sortir
Yep.
parce que
Talk
c'est
about the change. So a lot of vampire movies, they wouldn't do a face change. They would just give them fangs,
Right.
and maybe they'd be a little darker, or their hair would get like dark. But the fact that they used their makeup skills and changed their looks, and it made them evil looking.
Well, you were talking about the. You remember the scene where they actually are dragging Sam out to get into the sunlight, and David burns his hand, and they pan their shot to him, and a tear drops down.
Yep.
It's because of the contacts. It was never meant to happen. The contacts irritated him so much that it made him tear up in the one eye, and the director loved it, obviously. And
That's
kept it in to
fantastic.
Show
Oh, wow.
the pain from getting burned.
Genius mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. See, I would never told anybody it was an accident. I'd have been like, I did that on purpose.
The makeup
I-
felt very.
I-
Don't tell him.
The makeup felt very reminiscent of Waxworks or Werewolf of London, the original.
Yep, it sure did. Yeah, another great movie.
Waxworks.
That and American Werewolf in London.
Oh, one of the
So
best
my brother.
practical effects ever.
So when he first turns into the werewolf and he's holding his hand and he's like,
yeah,
ah.
it's,
Yeah.
it reminded
So
me of too.
as a kid, I mean, I was like 5 when that movie came out. My older brother we'd be playing in the yard and he would drop to his knees and do that when it was starting to get dark. And it horrified me, terrified me. I'd go run into the house like, Mom, G is like, telling on him. And then I would get a whipping for telling and being a tattletale. But yeah, Lost Boys. Fantastic
love it.
choice, King. I'm glad we got to work Lost Boys in. And what's funny is it's Corey Feldman week, and we really didn't talk much about him.
Well, with him in there, he actually has my favorite line in the whole movie, which is after they kill the one vampire in the tub, and then they go and they're talking to Sam, and they're like, "Hey, yeah, we killed this one. Yeah, we killed this one," and the dog helped a little bit.
Death by stereo. Oh man!
But for Corey Feldman in there, apparently he modeled himself after Rambo. That's why he wears the bandana in the movie and does his
Rambo
voice
era,
when you're talking.
Right.
I thought it was it's one of his better movies. Again, Dream a Dream. I haven't watched it before, but I enjoyed him in there. But then somewhere along the line, a couple of years after that, he just went fucking crazy.
Is he crazy or is it shtick?
Wait until you watch the one that I recommended. You're gonna see that crazy. It's when he started to go over that little line.
When he decided to do things on his own without anybody, like real directors or musicians, and he just went
Rock and Roll High School forever. I'm telling
did
you.
You see him just the other day?
It was so
on
good.
Stage?
Oh, dude. He's
month
performed near where I live, and I've almost bought tickets multiple times just so I could say I went to watch Corey Feldman.
Dude, he was
what's
really
up with the
into
youth?
it.
Oh yeah, that's
like
why
Michael
I say
Jackson style.
So. We're talking about Corey. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
So you talk about Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson and Corey were really close friends.
Yes.
Huge influence on him.
Huge influence, and which leads us into Dream a Little Dream. Obviously, in Dream a Little Dream, you see that influence. He's got the hair, he's got the outfit, he does the dancing. But you ever wonder if Michael was like, when you watch American Idol and you see those people that go up on stage and they audition and they're absolutely horrible, someone in their life said, "You sound fantastic. You should go to American Idol." And I think about that when I think of Corey. I'm like,
Mom, that doesn't count.
Michael Jackson so snowed that Michael was like, "Oh, Corey, that's how you do it.
Do it. Yeah.
You just, and I'll be honest, he actually used to do a little bit better than he does now.
Oh, really?
With age. I'm gonna say, oh yeah, like even in Dream a Little Dream, his moves seem more Michael-esque. But now it's out there. But Dream a Little Dream is basically I don't want to say a coming of age movie because it's really not about the young couple. It's more about the old couple.
It's a switcheroo from that was going on. Like what was it? The one where the mother and the daughter switch bodies. It's
Freaky
a switch
Friday
body movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another one of those in a different setting, different group of people.
But I got a different feeling on that. So I agree, the Freaky Friday and stuff like that type reference. But when I watched Dream a Little Dream, I didn't get that same feeling as I would get with a Freaky Friday. I don't really know how to explain it except for, go ahead.
I think it was more because in Freaky Friday, they literally interacted with each other in the real world. In Dream a Little Dream, they literally only talked to each other in the dream sequences. The only time, because it was more like a comatose state where it was like it's supposed to be kind of fogged over dream, and you were supposed to be like, what's reality and what's the dream? Is this just like, did he really go into a
threw me
coma?
off. Because the whole Corey Feldman character was he like he's a dirtbag, doesn't do well in school, doesn't give a shit about the world, but all of a sudden he's like a what do you want to call them? An angel in this dude's dream to help his life afterwards. Guardian angel type.
But
character.
was he? Because at the end of the day, he really didn't want to come back. He wanted the old guy to continue to live his life for him because it was so much better. That's the other difference about Dream a Little Dream. They didn't switch bodies.
Right.
The old man entered his body. Yeah, he entered his body, so it was almost like Get Out.
Oh,
think about it. So he enters his body, but think about it. Where did the old man's physical body go, or his wife? Where did her body go? And I keep saying old man.
Confused me.
Yeah, so Yeah,
'Cause they
so their
obviously weren't in the
bodies-
house because he went back to his own house with his girlfriend.
And she was
Well,
leaving. She was packing.
Which was kind of creepy the whole time because I'm sitting there thinking, doesn't he feel like a pedophile right now?
Right. Yeah, Coleman was the old man's name, and it was mainly about him. And apparently, he and his wife. I can remember this when I was younger, and of course, then I rewatched it. But they were basically they studied dreams, and
Well, I thought just he did, or did they both? And then she stopped.
He did, and he talked her into doing the yoga. And so they're out there doing their yoga thing, and then the two. I'm horrible with names. Sorry, guys. Bobby and
Philippe
Meredith Salinger's name. Laney.
Yeah,
Bobby and Laney ran into each other, but just by happenstance, and knocked each other out. They go home, they get in their own beds, they wake up the next day, and she doesn't know that she's the wife.
Yeah.
She just knows something's different.
Well, which to me is like, did she ever really inhabit the girl?
Yes, because that's yeah. I mean, you would think so. I mean, you see them packing.
So, like, why didn't she go full in?
Because she wasn't as invested in it as he was. He was the one that convinced her to do it. So he was more of a trans state than she was, because she didn't fully believe in it. So it didn't let her go all the way into that transfix, like, inhabitation.
Right.
So it was just kind of and so that her distancing herself from him was because she wasn't fully there with him, kind of thing. I don't know. I really love this.
I love
it's
Dream
like my favorite.
It was a really weird movie to me. Like, there was, like, you're enjoying the movie, and all of a sudden you're like, why would they do that? Examples being like the mother and the father never talking to the boy. Tell your son. Tell your mother. Tell your son. And then the part where they're like, you know what? I think we're gonna drug our daughter. Here, have some. And you're like, what the fuck? I mean, I grew up in the '80s a little bit. It wasn't this bad.
Take these pills. Drink this, whatever. Yeah, I remember. God, that was.
I will though admit there was one line in this whole movie that I lost it. Had to pause it and take a breather.
Regan, stay there.
That wasn't it. He walks up to the girl, the one bully or whatever the hell he was. That confused me a little bit. But he looks at her and he's like, "Nah, I'd rather jerk off." I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, I've never heard that before in my life.
Yeah, yeah. So that was it. So that was another thing. Is like Laney was dating his friend when all this happened.
The very confusing bully who is like friends with the potheads. I was okay.
Right.
The preppy bully that's friends with the potheads. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So it that didn't make sense, but I mean, because his best friend was Corey Haim's character, and but yet he acted like the big issue was trying to date Laney or see Laney behind his friend's back, the bully. And I'm like, is it because he's going to beat you up, or is it because you consider the bully guy your friend? I got a little confused with that part.
I actually thought that Corey Haim and the preppy bully were brothers at first, because how protective he was of him.
Yep. And let's see, he walked with a cane because his dad ran over him with a car. Corey Haim.
Well,
was that it?
Background story was actually Corey Haim had a broken leg in the beginning of the movie, and I guess Laney and him were dating, or somebody was dating somebody, and they said he needs to be in the movie or I'm not going to do it. So that's when they put the backstory about his dad running over his leg. So the parents in this movie are fucked up, every single one of them, every single one.
It was the
whole
80s.
Town was fucked up. The whole town was fucked up in that movie.
Well, that was the thing is nobody said, "Where's the old people at?"
Yeah.
Nobody through the whole town was like, "Hey, where's?"
Not even the neighbor. Not even the neighbor.
Yeah.
Remember his neighbor that he went and told? He was like, I'm him, and he was like, what? And so like the older guy's neighbor friend was in on it the whole time.
Well, that's the dude from the Green Mile.
Yes.
I was like, dude, that's him, and he's younger.
Right?
But I was waiting for him to tell me about fucking a turkey on
Ike.
yeah.
The neighbor was Ike.
Right.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, anybody got anything for Dream a Little Dream besides us?
I really think the way that they redid the song was great, especially if you watch the ending where it's actually them like doing the Frank Sinatra thing. I was like, it was pretty good. I was like, because they redid it, and I was like, even the upbeat tempo that they put in, I was like, I really enjoyed like the way they redid that song. I think they made it even more iconic. So like, there's two versions that are both iconic now, and so I really enjoyed the way they mixed that up, even though his dancing was horrible. Michael Jackson dancing with
that
the
whole
stuff.
scene where he's dancing in the gym, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, nah."
I'd rather watch Heath Ledger dancing than Things I Hate About You.
Move it along.
It was definitely 80s. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had to have it because that if you think about it, that's when he really got her attention. Was during that. Like he was trying to get her attention. That's when he really got his attention, when he popped and locked and kicked his foot.
Yeah. It just
now we were talking about the parents. Were the parents trying to get her to sleep with her boyfriend? And then they were like, and like the boyfriend was in on it because I know he was trying to bang her and leave her. That was like his whole thing. But I could swear the parents thought like, yeah, that's a good idea. You should do that.
I think they just wanted them together.
Because he was rich.
Because he was rich. Yeah. They wanted them together.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, they were giving her pills and alcohol. So
I mean, the movie, every time I felt like something like this was getting a little interesting, something like that would just be thrown in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who does this shit? Like, where do you come up with this? Just enough weird to be, but the parents are actually like this somewhere.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's sad, but it happens. So anybody else have anything for Dream a Little Dream?
I think most of the room has
I
seen
would
it.
like somebody to sing that song, please.
I was singing it earlier.
Shining bright above you. Okay, that's all I know.
Sweet
Other than
dreams seem to whisper, I love you.
Are you sure it's
Birds singing in the sycamore
What's that, Crow?
tree. Dream a little
Yeah,
dream
no.
of me.
I'm curious if B got to watch The Lost Boys or Dream My Little Dream, or Dream a Little Dream, Dream My Dream, or something. Dream a Little Dream.
Dream a little
Yeah,
dream.
well, first of all, hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, B?
Hey, B.
I've always got something to say. I was gonna interject. Do you do interjections?
Go ahead.
I was gonna interject. Okay. I was just gonna say, in Dream a Little Dream, I believe, 4 days before filming, Corey Haim broke his leg, and Dinger's character had to be rewritten to include the injury. While his actual cast was removed during the filming, he had to wear a fake one. You remember that? For the remainder of the production, remember that? In the movie, remember that? Dinger says that his mother hit him with their car. Remember that? But in real life, Haim broke his leg.
In real life, his actual mother ran him over with the car.
Verbatim
In real life,
what it
Haim
says
broke
in
his leg.
IMDb, and yet interject their personality into it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I literally know what you're reading. I read it myself.
I'm just happy that B got the title of the movie right, because normally it's like, give us a B literate Dream a Little Dream rewrite on the title.
Well, that's Dream a Little Dream, but Lost Boys, I watched the wrong one again.
Wait, there is a Lost Boys like weird like something. I don't remember. I looked it up on real good, and it was some Cambodian or something mission to get out of the country thing. It was really weird.
So, what was B's version that you watched?
It was called Lost Toys.
Where did you find them?
It was.
And where'd
it
you
was
find them?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe some of the shit that was on that movie. What? What?
Don't be telling the stories about the Batcave.
There's one of them
In the
right there.
Batcave?
So I know we haven't done
There
any
was a-
TV shows, any TV series or TV shows since Binge Nation has come back out. Has anyone got a recommendation of something to watch so I can maybe find something else to watch as a series?
Moon. What? Moon? What did we just Moon?
Moonlighting?
Moon Knight.
Thank you.
That's what she's
Moon
trying
Knight,
to say.
superhero.
Marvel's Moon Knight.
Me right now.
I'll check it out.
What is this?
I
I
hear
was
lots
trying to get him to
She's
move.
feeling gassy.
All right.
A little bit down, moon, pull it down.
I have an old crime show for you. If you like Law and Order SVU, look up the old USA show Silk Stockings.
Silk I
Bruce
remember that
Willis,
when I was a
Remember
kid.
silk stockings.
Yep. There's an old show. It was like an SVU kind of show, but it was called Silk Stockings.
I'll check
And
it out.
was literally about detectives that solved like sex crimes,
Naked.
like murders and sex crimes. But it
Was
was,
that
like
on like
before SVU.
Skinamax or something?
No, it was on
No,
USA.
it had-
USA
had
Network.
Bruce Willis, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
No, Bruce Willis
No, that
was
was
in
Moonlighting.
Moonlighting. That was
That was
Moonlighting.
moonlighting.
So this one had I can't remember, it's a brunette girl and a brown hair. Can't remember their names. It's been so long since I've seen it, but it was such a good show.
Holy hell, there's 8 seasons.
Yeah, there's 8 seasons of it. It was so good. And it was the original Law and Order SVU. It was kind of like the original SVU, like back when like murder mystery shows and stuff were a thing. It was the first one that touched into like sex crimes.
Wow.
And
Crimes of Passion.
crimes of passion. There you go.
I mean, with a name like
Special
Silk
victims in it.
Stockings.
Exactly.
I really thought it was an old Skinamax show. What was that one
No.
with David Duchovny? Red Shoe Diaries.
Red Shoe Diaries. I remember that one too.
Oh, good God.
I remember that. I watched it through the lights a couple times.
At least you're honest.
Well, do you have anything else?
Through the
Negative.
truffle shuffle.
No, what? The truffle shuffle? I don't know if I can do it in VR, but
I know. I can't believe you guys did a Corey Feldman and didn't do Goonies. I was like, wow. Okay.
Right? Goonies.
Oh, well, it was a
Monster
I finally got the
Squad.
chance to do Lost
Wolfman
Boys.
got
Wolfman's got
nards.
nards. Yes, I like.
Wolfman's got
I
no
like
arms.
this Jesus guy. I like this. You're always welcome here, Jesus.
I mean, what other iconic Corey
you are
Feldmans
welcome
there,
in my heart, Jesus.
Thank
in
you.
my heart, I love you this much.
Be careful. He
So-
likes to touch you.
He touched me. Oh, he
Jesus
touched- oh.
has touched me.
Okay. So, you guys know, obviously, we stream on Twitch and YouTube. You can go back and watch past episodes of Binge Nation on YouTube. You can also go and watch Joke Club. You can watch Thursday nights. Dude, I am blanking.
All
I don't
right.
know what
Monday
happened.
Comedy
nights
Night in
we
the
have the
Metaverse.
Joke Club, and after Joke Club is Beta Show. We got Tuesdays. We have us 1 week, and then oh boy, Crooked Conversation and Pipe Dreams and Crooked Conversations every other Tuesday. Wednesdays I think is
Sketch Lab.
Sketch Lab. Thursdays we have the main comedy night in the Metaverse. I think we also have every few days the French show. Well done.
Friday
Europe-
night,
Europe still
there's
comes on
going
too,
to
right?
be another joke club,
And the guy from
joke
Silk
writing
Sonic
club,
was Robert
and
Estes.
then
I know that name.
also is
He
Europe
played in
Europe.
Knuckles
at
Place.
5 p.m. Eastern time,
Okay.
10
Okay.
p.m.
And it looks
Great,
like we're going to
great
have
time.
another
That was a
show,
spin-off of
possibly
90210, right?
Fridays. We're here
Yes,
waiting for
and
word
he
on
was
it
in
for
at the end of
Generation
90210,
Games, I think it was
so
called.
that's before
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's pretty much something every night or every day. The
And,
new Breakfast Club started, or breakfast show.
Yeah, morning shows Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
I feel like we need a
Our,
color
Voodoo
prompter for
Vinny
these.
and Sam.
Right?
Sam
We'll have to get
Norton.
Emmy on that one.
And coming soon, I heard of a new one, 11Zs with X's. It's going to be a real one.
Let's
That's a
see
real
here.
So, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So, if you're not part of the Discord and you want to make suggestions for movies, King has started a spreadsheet for us to keep up with, so we can keep track of it. By the way, King is a wonderful co-host, and he's also the producer of the show. So, let him know if there's something you want to do. Can't guarantee that we'll get to it this year because we've had a lot of entries. But if what's that?
Princess Bride.
Don't
Princess
worry,
Bride?
I have it
Princess
on the list
Bride.
for
As you
Wings
wish.
Festival, don't worry. Been there, done that.
Yeah,
I also
I-
forgot
As
Jack
you
shows tomorrow night. The sit up, stand down. No, stand up, sit down.
Stand up, sit down.
Yep. So we have a
name is
lot going
Diego
on with the
Montoya,
Unknown Theater,
who killed my
and
father.
hopefully Meta will get the
We'll
the
get
theater
their shit
fixed.
together.
Yeah, so we can have backdrops and everything. For those that don't follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch. I am Cliff Powers on Twitch. I have started a new venture of role play Grand Theft Auto.
Ooh.
I have two
I've
characters.
watched that
Ah,
before.
Austin Stacy is my EMT, and he loves the show Yellowstone, and he molds his life around it, even though he's never been around horses or cows. And then there's Spanky Johansson. Spanky Johansson is new to the Los Santos, and he is a criminal who likes to boost cars from people who boost cars. So if you steal a car, I'm the guy that's going to try to steal it from you to take it away from you. So, yep. So follow me on Twitch, Cliff Powers on Twitch. Follow the Unknown Theater on Twitch as well. If you can't be in VR, or if you can pull it up, like right now I have it pulled up. Obviously, we need the views. That way we can become affiliate status. Become affiliate status, we can make money.
Yay.
So that we can get new headsets for individuals like Cliff over here.
So charging cable.
Everyone have a wonderful night. Thanks for coming to the show. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, I should mention that since he's gone, next Binge Nation show is the Back to the Future trio. 3 movies. So 2 weeks, 3 movies. I'm sure we can handle it.
And I'm going to stream live every morning when I wake up. I'm going to stream live me doing my hula hoops.
Have a good night, everyone.
So join the
Have a good night.
Discord, and everybody can watch me do my hula hoops in my pajamas.
Yeah, that.